Hello, Brian.
Hi, Meg.
Today is a Fishbowl question day.
Fishbowl day.
So today, let's start out with our VIP program. We haven't announced what we're doing yet for 2022.
Well, it's still a secret,
Ooh.
and partially because we like to have a little spice, and then partially because we're still figuring it out. But so we're basically doing it. The VIP program is a program where everybody that sends us a referral becomes a part of our VIP program automatically, and we like to do something extra special and cool and fun, and usually it involves food. So last time we went to Abe and Louie's in Boca and had a really nice, extravagant kind of dinner, and that was a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing that again. So we already are building up our people in our VIP program that are giving us referrals, and so we're going to be announcing where we're going to be going for the first quarter. And just want to let everybody know, because there's still plenty of time to get in there for that first quarter thing, and we do have some really cool ideas of some things that we're going to put together.
Awesome.
So that's going to be a lot of fun, and we just love people and love referrals. It's like the lifeblood of our business.
Very much so.
So we just want to do everything we can to thank people for that.
Well, I know that the people that did the Abe and Louie's with you had a fantastic time.
Yeah, so much so that they keep calling me and inviting me out to them. So, we have a friend of ours is trying to get us to go to dinner with him, and we're going to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And anyway, it's a blast. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So the next question I have for your discussion I'd like to have is that home buyers are rushing to get mortgages before the interest rate goes up. I know it's very, very prevalent on the news everywhere, talking about the Fed and what they're going to be doing, inflation and all that stuff. Can you walk us through what you think is going to be happening, what you see so far?
Well, number one, the Fed said they're going to be raising rates 3 times this year. Mm-hmm. And the Fed hasn't really raised rates basically in over 10 years.
Yeah.
So I don't think people really grasp that. I don't think some people don't really understand how much impact it's had to have interest rates so low for so long. And what that's going to do to real estate, I don't know. It's not going to help. Hopefully it won't hurt too much.
Yeah.
But it's not going to help. It doesn't make it easier to sell or buy a house when rates are higher.
Right.
And so some of the research that you had done, Meg, was right now mortgage rates have increased, and right now they're at 3.64% on average, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And last week they were 3.52%. So they've gone from 3.52 to 3.64 in 1 week.
Yeah.
And if they keep going at that rate, we're going to be looking at some real business.
Right.
Here.
I think what the news is stating is that the course of the Fed is going to be between now and 2024. They're going to just keep on going, little by little. I mean, it's the only way they can, I guess, keep inflation down is how they're.
Well, they kind of have to. I mean, what because of course the economy tanked in 2008, and their only way to combat that, or one of their main ways to combat that, was lowering those interest rates, and they did, and they lowered them essentially to zero, and then they basically kept them there for the most part until now.
Right.
And so there's no other direction. They can't go lower.
Right.
Right. Unless you start paying them interest to loan them money.
Right.
Otherwise, the only other option is they have to raise them. Mm-hmm. And it's inevitable. It will happen at some point. And unfortunately, the last meeting, they said that some point is now, or this year.
Right.
Starting in March, I think. Yes. I want to say they said.
And I think they've also mentioned that the rental prices have increased exponentially.
We know they have.
So that
they have.
Yeah, so the people that are thinking about selling really need to have a place to go. So it's kind of a in-between.
I got to tell you, if you're renting right now, you're feeling it. It's a serious thing going on right now. If you have a property you want to rent, not a bad time to rent it. If you are a renter, it's an awful difficult time. Right. And frankly, if you're looking to take any action, not to get too much of a sales pitch here, but if interest rates are going up this year, now's the time to take action.
Yeah, so that's thinking too. This is what we need to do. The other topic we had was the forecast for Florida, how they see people coming to Florida. And they've mentioned that Florida is still as popular as ever, and that we're going to see
1.6 million.
And yeah.
So they're saying that 1.6 million people are going to come here in the next year into Florida in general.
That's
right?
what they're forecasting.
So, number one is I think all these things coincide with one another. Mm-hmm. The interest rates are going to influence that, and that probably could happen, but that's not a guarantee. That may happen, and that may be very good for us. It may not happen. It depends on if the lockdowns and restrictions that exist, it depends if they persist. Those interest rates are going to be a big deal. I mean, if those interest rates go up enough where it starts to cool the real estate market off, we're going to feel that. That's going to be a big deal. And, like I said, that to me just says it speaks more to why time is of the essence and the clock is ticking on this market.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you today. Do you have anything else you want to add to the conversation?
No, thank you, Meg. You've been fantastic, and looking forward to we're scouting out some locations for our Sip and Shred event. So,
Oh, that's right.
I'm
Look
gonna
forward
be,
to announcing that soon.
I'm going to be taking you and our crew out to lunch at Winston Trails on Friday, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. So, if anybody happens to be at Winston Trails for lunch on Friday, say hi.
Say hey.
And we're not supposed to drink, but doesn't mean we can't buy you a beer. And we'll see. We'll announce that soon.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.